do, so to speak, when we go out to the patio or the deck to fire up that propane barbecue grill for weekends like Memorial Day. How do you know how much propane is in the tank? Well, there are some old archaic ways of doing it, like trying to pick it up and shake it. That never works. Or I've heard people say if you pour hot water over the tank, you can feel the cold of the propane and the warmth of the tank. There's a lot of ways to do it, but this is the simplest. This is your Henning Lee gas tank indicator. It's basically a gas gauge for anything that's propane. So if you've got a tank that looks like one of these, it'll work. It goes onto your tank exactly the way the fixture, and that's a universal, from the barbecue grill might be. Or maybe you've got a propane heating unit, or maybe you've got a propane fireplace. It works all the same way. I think they're absolutely brilliant. Today is the very first day that we've ever had these at a sale price of under $25, $24.98. We'll show you a very short video on how to install it, and I'll bring my expert in so that we can talk. Take a look.
5 simple steps to show you just how easy it is to use the Henning Lee propane tank pressure gauge. Step 1. Make sure your gas is off and unscrew the existing regulator. Safety tip. There is a safety valve in the tank that will not allow gas to escape unless a device is attached to it. Step 2. Screw on the gas pressure gauge. There is no need for tape or tools, just tighten by hand. Another tip, move the gauge face once installed for easy reading. Step 3. Reinstall the regulator on the gas pressure gauge and again, just hand tighten. Step 4. Open the gas tank and check the meter needle to accurately see how much propane you have. Also, check out the light feature. Step 5. Always shut the valve off on your tank when not in use and leave your Henning Lee propane tank pressure gauge attached for easy reading.
That's how simple it is to use. That little light feature, I've got to tell you, is nice to be able to see at night. I want to bring my guest in. You heard his voice. He's been bringing us great gadgets here at QVC for kitchen use for years. Mark Charles Basili is broadcasting live from his back deck on Memorial Day weekend. How you doing, my friend?
Happy Memorial Day, Dan. How are you, my friend?
I love the shirt. That's nice.
Thank you. Well, I was barbecuing yesterday, I'm barbecuing today, I'm barbecuing tomorrow, and I'm doing it all with my Henning Lee gas gauge. Why? You said it perfectly. I want to reiterate what Dan said. The first most important thing Dan said was, would you ever drive your car without a gas gauge on knowing how much gas you have to drive? Why have we been doing it with gas in our propane tanks all this time without a gauge? Now Henning Lee brought it to you. Let me do the demo that you just saw me pre-tape live for you, Dan, if that's okay?
Sure.
To show you how to do it really live, okay? So I'm gonna go down, here's my gas tank. Remember, it's a 20-pound tank, that's what it works on, all 20-pound tanks. This is what's called the regulator hose. Like I said, you wanna make sure this is turned off. You wanna take your bare hands, no tools, folks, I can't emphasize it enough, and undo that regulator hose. I just wanna point out, it looks exactly the same as the end of the Henning Lee. So what we're doing is bridging the gap, right? Now I'm gonna put this on and twist this with my bare hands. There is not a single tool. You do not need hand strength, don't worry. And put this in, and then, oops, sorry. Now this face, by the way, so you know, comes off if you want it to, like that, right? And you can put it any direction you want. So I'm gonna have it there, the light's on, turn it off, and I'm gonna open this up, and there is that level. The other thing that, Dan, you were talking about, my dad used to say, lift it up, if it's light, fill it up. You realize we were always leaving at least a quarter tank in.
Which
and
you
Dan,
pay
you know
for.
this, when you get this filled, it's a flat rate.
Yeah.
You don't fill it and get charged with whatever they're putting in. They charge you a flat rate, whether you have 3/4 of the tank or a quarter tank or empty in there.
And listen, propane is a gas. All gas prices have gone up. Whether you're talking about regular gasoline, diesel fuel, propane, kerosene, it's all gone way, way up. So this is a way of being able to save money, and it's also a convenience factor. Now again, once this is on, you can go ahead and tip this. I'm gonna tip it a little bit towards you. I purposely turned this tank off. I'll turn the gas back on, and it immediately tells you, man, you're good to go. I've got plenty of gas. But you know what? It's when we start questioning if I've got enough to get through, one more round of burgers, Or why do hot dogs always taste better with the grill marks on them? Even if you spray paint them on, it still tastes better. This, this is also going to tell you when it is time to refill. And this new feature of the light, which is just, it's way too bright out here to see, I think. Well, no, I can show it. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
I barbecue as much in the evening hours or night hours as I do during the day because I usually work during the day. And my propane tank is usually underneath my barbecue grill in a cabinet. So I could never see normally. I think this is absolutely brilliant. It's one of those things you buy it once and you'll never have to replace it. The entire workings are done in solid brass. And it's a great Father's Day gift. It's a great gift for anybody who loves to grill. I think this should be standard operating procedure for all gas grills to begin with. Don't you?
I couldn't agree more, Dan. I mean, really, you said it perfectly. This is the gift that everybody needs because nobody's got it and they need it. That's the best part.
Yeah. We even have colors now. So here's the red. I've got blue. I've got gray. And then this is what they originally came in, which was the black. And I think any way you go, it's something that's going to work for you. Today is, again, the very first day that we've ever had it sale priced at under 25 bucks. That price, by the way, is going away at the end of the day. So I know that we've got are you broadcasting this item later in the day, Mark Charles?
One more time, I'm doing it with David at noon, at the noon show. So you only get 2 shots to see me today, with you, Dan, and then with David later.
Okay, and you and I both know that In the Kitchen with David has the most eyeballs of any show during the week. So if you want these now, grab them. If you want the blue, I've got 200 that remain. So if you don't get them now, they're going to be gone during David's presentation. If you want the red, there's 400 of them that remain. And I got a few more in the gray and a few more in the black. This is just good common sense management of your cost because you're paying for that propane one way or the other. Now you know how much you've got in it. Mark Charles, thank you, my friend, for coming out, helping Pat and I this morning. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you, my friend. Happy Memorial Day.
Bye-bye. Pat's inside with a hot pick.
I have to say, with